Hello? Let's see how it sounds. Yes. That's aggressive. Perfect. Big thumbs up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the program. Go, guys! Relax, guys, okay. Welcome to the Hack Chef program, where today I'll be making dinner for myself and you'll be watching, and I'll be talking to the camera as if you were here. And it'll be exciting. Let me turn off this bad music and put on slightly worse music in the other room. I'm making a red sauce, so I got the obnoxious Italian music on right now. We're making red sauce. I got some chicken sausage kind of situation. I'm gonna make a little pizza vibe. That's gonna be cool. What else do I got? I got some leftover beef scraps we're gonna take and use some of that sauce that we're gonna get going ASAP and cook it down a little bit. We're gonna eat that with either some pasta, some polenta, whatever you want. But first things first, I'm gonna show you I call it classic Italian American red sauce. You see, because there's different types. Let's make sure that music's not too obnoxious in the background. It's hard to tell. I'm sure it's obnoxious. Italian American red sauce, you see. Come on. Anyway, Italian American red sauce is, different than what real Italian red sauce would be. If you're in Italy and they're making your red sauce, it's going to be different than what Brooklyn red sauce is. Oh, my dog's going to start barking. See, he wants to go outside. I feel like this happens every time we do a show up here. He wants to go outside. But alas, it's pouring rain. And you were outside before, bud. I got my eye on the rain. When it eases up, you can go out. Don't give me that look. I see you looking at me like that. Anyway, step one to make a delicious red sauce at home is pouring yourself a glass of red wine. Nah, bud. Shh. 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 Do I gotta give you a bone to shut up? I got a nice bone in the fridge for it. First thing we're gonna do is pour ourselves a glass of red wine. What are we drinking tonight? Aglianico del Vulture. Terra de Volcano. Yet again, I don't think my lights are good enough in here, but we could show you the bottle if we get the focus right. There we go. That's the bottle. Maybe it'll work a little bit better here. Let's try this. Yeah. Is that backwards or annoying? Yeah. Well, anyway. It's Aglianico del Vulture, located in the fertile district of Lavello, or Wine Town. Yes, ciabatta indeed. 100% Aglianico grape. Harmonious and fresh on the palate with profound aromas of forest fruits. Sure. What is a forest fruit, may I ask? Forest fruits. Wine descriptions never fail. Pairs very well with pasta, red meat, and game by the glass. Well, I enjoy it all the ways, and that's how we gonna do it today. Also, you need a little snack while you're cooking. Well, and today's no different, so we're gonna get a little bit of these delicious Castelvetrano olives, which are delightful. I'm just gonna pick on them. because I think they're really good. I'm just gonna leave them right there and pick out of the jar, because I can. And they're mine, and my fingers can go in there, and it's all good. But can't be barking all show. You know what I mean? Is it disgusting to be eating olives on camera and sucking them out with your fingers? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So, we're making red sauce today. That's gonna take the longest out of most everything we do here, and it also has an indeterminate amount of cooking time. So what I like to do when I do my Italian-American red sauce, I fire up the pot rather, and once the pot's hot, get a nice glimmer of oil in the bottom, get all the garlic, which is a lot of garlic I like, and crushed red pepper in there to heavily season the garlic. I want the garlic heavily seasoned, heavily flavored. And not the garlic, the oil. And then once the oil is flavored, then I can add the tomatoes. I keep it very simple. There's not much to it. It's more of a method than a list of ingredients. I've made sauces with onions, with carrots, with all the things. And you know what? Those are beautiful sauces. But my simple, basic red sauce involves nothing but garlic, red pepper, basil, and high-quality tomatoes. That's it. So this time-consuming process here is picking all of your garlic and shredding it all down. This garlic I grew last year from my garden. So I had to clean it off earlier and pull all of the cloves out of the bunches. I did that, and I'm just kind of harvesting enough here out of the paper husks in order to get ready for the sauce, and then we're gonna get the sauce going. It's gonna be great. I like a lot of garlic. And as you can see, we got a big can here. We got a big Supremo Italiano. San Marzano. No, I don't always use San Marzano. They're a little bit more pricey. But I was at the restaurant supply store and they had these. They were a good price. I picked them up. Nice thing about a big ass can of tomatoes, it ain't gonna fail you. It ain't gonna go bad. You know what I mean? So you get it, you sit on it. And then when you say, hey, I gotta cook some shit for the internet, you fucking fire up that big ass can, and you gotta go. So now people say, that's probably enough garlic. I mean, one more for good luck. I like a lot of garlic in my sauce, like I said, and I like it a few ways. I like to smash it, I like a couple smashed cloves, and I like a couple sliced cloves. And I like adding it at different times. So in the beginning, you'll see, I'll add, that pan is probably raging hot right now. This camera's working a little bit better today, right? Better than last time? Anyone who was here last time? No one was here last time. That's fine. Let's pull this a little closer too so I can see what's going on here. That's better. You don't want to use a good olive oil, you just want to use some not shitty olive oil, and you know, I load up the bottom of the pan. You don't want it too oily. I'm just going to use all of this because there's not much left. That's about the amount that I would normally use. So we good. I like to cover the bottom of the pan. I know with this big ass can of tomatoes I got here, this big ass can of tomatoes, I'm going to, you know, come close to filling up this pot, maybe about halfway or so. So what I want to do is have enough oil in there. You don't want an oily sauce, but you want enough oil to work. So, you know, you want to cover. You get the pot the size, you figure it, this is how I think of it. Very precise and very specific. I'm gonna make a pot of sauce, and if I'm gonna make a pot of sauce, I'm gonna add a layer that covers oil on the bottom. It's that simple. If you're gonna make a half pot, go half. You know, if you're gonna make a full pot, go full. But you don't want too much oil, you don't want too little oil. This is a nice amount. It looks like it's nice and toasty. So I'm gonna take the garlic cloves, a couple garlic cloves, I'm gonna slice them thin. And they could be, they don't have to be super thin. We can see all this, right? Somewhat. And, you know, this is like 4 or 5 different types of garlic or some shit apparently from my garden. I grew 4 or 5 different types of garlic and I was like, I can't wait to try all these garlics and try them side by side and see the differences between Persian and Roman and just, you know what? I got a pretty goddamn good palate, I'm not gonna lie. Not too much of a difference, bro. Not too much. Oh, you know what I should do? I should shill this on the internet. I forgot. Don't forget, we're also taking your phone calls. 843 Rebel TV. 843 Rebel TV. You call, the phone rings, I answer, and hopefully, once the trolling's done, once the trolling's done, you have an actual question. So excuse me while I post this obnoxious plug. Or twitch.tv/Rebelvision TV. Shill. You gotta make the Instagrams look all pretty, so I gotta move this up here. I gotta do a little squiggly with the black in the back so you can actually read that text. That's done, and then let's just do a little bit more squiggly with the green right there. And then with the green, maybe a little bit of blue, because the blue's real nice. A little smaller on that. That looks good. Okay, posted. Very important. So, like I said, hot oil over here, getting hot, looking nice and shimmery, really good. And now we got some sliced garlic. That's about 4 cloves going down in there. Heavy hitting on the garlic. Like I said, I like garlic. I like it in my sauce. The other thing we're gonna do now is take 1, 2, 3, 4 cloves. I'm gonna smash them, leave them whole. They're not sliced. And just get those in there too. Now I don't want that to burn. I really don't want that to get any color at all, to be honest with you. And I can see it's sizzling and it's cooking a little bit. That's nice. So if it starts to get a little color, I'm just gonna push the whole pot back. Just push the whole pot back off the heat. And this is definitely gonna start taking color because you can see, I hope you can see, can you see? You can see that this is, bubbling and sizzling away here. Push that back a little off heat so that can kill off a little bit. And what we're gonna do now is add our crushed red pepper. I like a spicy sauce, but you can always make the sauce spicier later. So you just, right now you wanna add it for a little bit of flavor. Now if you wanted to get crazy and add some dried herbs, you could do that at this point. This is when you would wanna do that. This is when you wanna get a dried herb game in here if you wanna make a crazy fucking sauce. If you wanna add a whole bunch of oregano and all that shit, you could do that. And this is when you would do it, to bloom it in the oil. I don't want to do that. I don't want that kind of sauce. I did that last time I made a sauce, which I usually don't do, and I did, and it was okay. It came out fine, but I like making a pure base tomato sauce. Oh! Now it's even raining more, dude. We can't be going outside. You want to play? Come over here. We'll play over here. So I want my tomato sauce, like I said, to be tomato. All right, if I want to make it a little spicy, weird sauce with a lot more chili, I could add that later once I make the sauce. If I want to add a bunch of oregano, hey, shh. If I want to add a bunch of oregano later, I could do that. I want to make pizza sauce, I could do that. I just want to make a flavorful, simple tomato garlic base that I could work off of. And I could do anything I want. If I wanna, where's the thing? If I wanted to, that's stupid. If I wanted to cook some eggs in this. You know, I don't want it particularly spicy or anything like that. Maybe I'm having eggs for breakfast. Maybe I want eggs out diablo or whatever they call it when you cook the egg in the sauce. Maybe I don't. But this is what I want right here. I want a little bit of heat on this, and I just want all that goodness to come out into the oil. I want the oil to be full of delicious flavor. Can you throw a bunch of herbs in there? Of course you can. Do I? No. Because old Italian grandmothers who's tried my sauce in the past go, oh, it's good, there's too much spice. And then ever since then, I don't fuck with the spice. I keep it bare. If I'm making pizza sauce, I'll give you a little oregano, or a little fennel, a little something, margarine. We ain't making pizza sauce, we ain't doing that. Alright? Good. Sorry, people fucking be bothering me up in this. You know what I mean. Alright, cool. Beautiful. Close. Great. And we're back. So anyway, again, we don't want the garlic to take on too much flavor. And if you want to add onion here, I'm not going to be mad at you. You could. Do I have a little onion, like, sitting over here that I need to use? Yeah. Am I going to use it for something else? Yes. So like I said, I use this red sauce as a building block for other shit. I'm going to show you how I do that. One of the important things is, one, get good tomatoes in a can. This we know. You don't get shit dick tomatoes and expect to have a good sauce. It's just not gonna happen. Two, you want to taste it. I get whole peeled tomatoes. Don't fuck with already crushed. If you fuck with crushed, you're already losing a bunch of delicious flavor. And then what I do is, if you can see here, you can see, hey, shh, I see you barking, bud. You gotta wait till it stops raining. It's absolutely pouring right now. These are whole peeled tomatoes. That's what a whole peeled tomato looks like. How nice. So what you want to do is, this thing is full of whole peeled tomatoes and this puree, okay? So we want to make a sauce out of this. We don't want to just throw those in there and take forever. So you just simply want to smash these tomatoes up. Just want to give them a crush, like by hand. And then you want that whole tomato to look like this when you're done. You want it to look like salsa almost. And that's what you want to start with. That's what you want to add to the oil. Hey buddy, shh, we're not going outside. I know you don't want to sit here and listen to music. I know you don't want to watch me play with tomatoes, but you got a deal. It's raining out. If it's not raining, you can go outside. You want to go play in a garage? I'll let you in the garage. I'm going to open a garage door and let you play. Let me smash this first and then I'll let you in the garage. Okay. So like I said, you just want to crush these. I do it by hand. You could use one of these potato mashers, which I may do when I get to the bottom here. But you don't want to do it too much. You just want to break them up so the heat doesn't have to do it in the pot. And these are particularly soft, these guys. I don't know why, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it. Usually they're a little harder. If I knew they were these soft, I probably wouldn't have even gloved up and did this. I probably would have just smashed them with the smasher. So you just want to smash it. If you had a food mill, you could run it all through a food mill, get out the seeds and a lot of the pulp and whatever, but you know, we go reto rustico. So you can just put the potato smasher in there and just give it a smash like it's mashed potatoes. Again, you just want to break it up. You want to get those seeds. It's okay to cook with the seeds. Some people say you got to get rid of the seeds. I've had that. Yeah, it's nice. I ain't got time for that. I'm making this sauce at home. Cook it in the pot. It's gonna be beautiful. Keep an eye on that garlic. Make sure you don't burn it. This is slowly sizzling. It's starting to take on a little color. I smell it heavily, so what we're gonna do is pull it off the heat, and we'll only put it back on the heat when we add these tomatoes again. Okay, so just again, quick mashy mash. Make sure you're just breaking them up. You just don't want whole tomatoes. You want chunks of tomatoes. You want to make your own crushed tomatoes is essentially what we're doing here. Okay? Nice. These tomatoes are ready to go in the pot. question is our garlic ready? Usually I put this on like super low and let it go for like 20-30 minutes. We ain't got that kind of time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat a little bit. We have previously roasted garlic oil, which I think I showed everyone how to do. We're just gonna put a scoop of that in there. That's gonna give us some really nice, rich garlic flavor on top of the garlic flavor we just made. You see, you're catching a theme here on this? Garlic, 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 more garlic, garlic, garlic. All right, so that's taking a little bit of heat. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add even more garlic now. So do a rough chop on this. I like different cuts of my garlic, because the super thin slices I put in there, they're gonna melt away in the sauce as it cooks, which is beautiful. The chunkier pieces are gonna stay in there and be real nice. But we already extracted flavor compounds from that, so we're building layers of garlic flavor on top of the sauce right now. Fresh garlic sits in there. We're gonna add these cloves too. Let's put this one in. And then we'll save these last 3 cloves for the end. Nice finishing touch of fresh garlic while it cooks. Yeah. Now you get this. So we got, again, what's in the pot? We got oil, garlic, crushed red pepper, and careful consideration of time. Now we're just gonna add the whole thing of tomatoes. Boom. Real nice. Don't forget you got this can full of tomatoey goodness here. We don't wanna waste that. All right? You get your water out. It's okay to add water to sauce. Ask Nona. Promise. Nona says it's okay. You know why? Because Nona don't waste nothing. Nona don't waste no mess. So you want to even rinse the top. And then you can throw the top out. So what are we adding here? Maybe there's a cup of water in here. Maybe a cup, maybe a cup and a half. But look how red it is. That ain't water, dog. That's tomatoey essence goodness. You pop that right there in your can's nice and clean. And then that's gonna hold all your utensils while you cook, which keeps your spoon holder like this, freshy fresh and clean for the remainder of the project. So now, first thing we need in here also is salt. Kosher salt is what I like to use, and go heavy-handed on it. And we can always add more salt, so it's not a big deal. And that's all I want to do right now. I want these chunks of tomatoes, these hand-smashed tomato chunks, to get hot and get that oil, the garlicky oil infused all throughout of it. And then I want it to be hot enough that the heat starts breaking down these big chunks of tomatoes. And I don't want to like hard boil it. You want like a low simmer. And then we want to taste it, season it, maybe a little bit more garlic, probably more, definitely more salt, I'm gonna guess. And if the acid's a little too high, you add the stabilizer, not the stabilizer, you add the secret ingredient to get rid of a little bit of acid, sodium bicarbonate. Taught to me by a very dying friend of mine back in the day. Delicioso. So our tomato sauce is underway. We can cover that to keep the heat going, which we should do. Because, you know, crank that to medium. Let's keep the cover off. Fuck it. All right. What's next? Basil has to go in, but we want it to be hot first before we add the basil. We're gonna add a lot of basil too, so let's keep that here. Let's not forget about it. Let's not forget about this wine either. Terrific. Let's not forget about water either. Very important. Hydration. Perfect. Next. So, we have some leftover. We're going to use the red sauce that we're going to make to turn this into a sauce, okay? But what we have is some leftover pot roast that's in here. Right? It's really just a chuck roast that was cooked down. It's shreddy and delicious, and it was cooked with some garlic and some roasted red pepper, and it shreds apart real nice, and it's very tasty. But it's leftover, it's seen better days. So what we're gonna do is bring that back to life. How? How will we bring it back to life? We're gonna make a little sauce out of it. We're gonna build a sauce out of some leftovers using the fresh sauce at the last stage of the game. So let's push the sauce to the back. Well, let's work here on the front. We'll keep an eye on it, okay? So we're gonna use this leftover meat. And I think I also have some other leftover stuff. Indeed, I do. I got a random hunk of an onion. I got some mushroom caps that are a little past their prime. Oh, hey, buddy. Got to see you made it. What's going on? Welcome to the show, everybody. Guest host, Ciabatta the dog. I'm sorry, did I scare you? That's okay. I'm usually not yelling and talking at my dog like that. I'm usually giving him lots of affection. He'll come back. Don't worry. So like I was saying, we have some mushrooms here, which look a little past their prime, but will be delicious. We have some, let's turn the heat off this front burner so we don't scorch it. Ooh, stretchy boy. And we have some onions here. I think I also have a little bit of ground beef, literally a little bit, which would be nice for texture. I got a pinch of ground beef because I think it's going to add a nice texture to the leftover chunk. You literally get $1 worth of ground beef, and it's going to make a sauce. It's going to last you for 2-3 days. It's going to be real beautiful with your leftovers. So what I want to do first is I'm thinking about a sauce that's going to have ground beef. It's going to have this chuck roast, which is going to end up being shredded because it just shreds very easily. So it's going to be shredded meat. It's almost like a faux bolognese that we're working with, but leftovers. So I'm just going to slice up all these mushrooms first. And then we're going to cook these down and get all the moisture out of them. My favorite way to do that, which I've done before on the show, is in a non-stick skillet, dry. And I can't help but notice that is not a non-stick skillet. This is. So we'll heat this up and we will use my method yet again because it works really, really well. So all we're doing is putting sliced mushrooms into the dry non-stick pan. Non-stick skillet. And all we want to do here, like I said last time, I think, I'll do this every time because apparently I have mushrooms all the time, is we want to cook all the moisture out of the mushroom. Why do we want to cook all the moisture out of the mushroom? The reason we want to get all the moisture out of the mushroom is because we want to concentrate the mushroom flavors and not dilute the sauce with mushroom water, essentially. So what that's going to do is it's not going to brown the mushrooms much. It's just going to dry them out a little bit. Which for this sauce is just gonna be perfect. So I got this leftover end of an onion. Just gonna slice it to thin little pseudo dices. I'm sure there's a word for this. I'm not really sure what cut that would be. I'm gonna call that a rough chop of sorts. Okay. And then we're just gonna put that in this bowl. And we'll put the garlic in with that, and we're gonna cook that down for this meat sauce that we're gonna make on top of the red sauce. So once this red sauce starts to burl, which it's gonna get there. Oh, it doesn't take all day to make a red sauce. People believe, oh, you gotta cook the sauce for hours and hours. You don't. That's bullshit. There are some shortcuts, however, in maximizing your flavor profile. One of which is adding, oh, good thing I got one, some umami to the mix when you add a Parmesan rind. So you save your rind, trim off a little bit of the edge to eat, like a gentleman. Make sure the parm is real nice, and it is. Because you don't get the good parm. Don't waste your time with bullshit parm. Can you hear the sizzle? I don't know if you can. Probably not. You can hear the sizzle of the mushrooms losing their water. which is the water evaporating and the flavors concentrating. Take this Parmesan rind, boom, right in the sauce. What that's going to do is slowly melt away as the sauce heats up and give away all those delicious flavor compounds. It's not going to make a cheesy sauce. You're not making a goddamn Alfredo sauce. You're just adding cheese essence, really, to the game, which is what we want at this point in time, in this juncture. I will eat another olive. These mushrooms take a couple minutes. You'll see when they cook down. I'll show you. They look beautiful when they're done. Something else we should get going is our oven, because we're going to make a Caesar salad later, and for a Caesar salad you need croutons, and I'm going to show you how to make a crouton. But first, they're not going to take that long, so maybe we hold off. Let's get these mushrooms dialed in. Let's get the sauces going, because those are the only things that are going to take, like, longer than anything else, really. They're not going to take long, but they're going to take longer than other things. The chicken pizza thing might take long, but whatever. We ain't going nowhere. Bada boy. So you can see that the mass of these mushrooms already shrunk. I mean, this pan was covered in mushrooms, and you can see that it's already shrunk, by half. And that's just from heating them up. You just want to get all that moisture out and concentrate the mushroom flavors. You can't, they're not fatty, so you can't cook in it. If it was like sausage, you would cook the sausage in the pan and then use all that fat to cook it. Yeah, that's a great idea. Mushrooms don't have fat, dude. They're just water bombs. They're just sponges. Delicious sponges of goodness. So, we're just gonna cook them down to like a good texture, and then we're gonna pull them out. I want to say that looks good. I want to say I'm happy with that, and they're going to cook down further in the sauce. So we've killed a lot of the volume. We don't want to burn them. So let's push the meat aside in this container that we had it stored in, and we'll just pile the mushrooms up in there, and then we can actually start building our sauce. A mushroom. Clean that pot out later. So now we can go back to building our sauce. We're going to build the sauce in a little small pan because, we don't need a big fucking pan for it. We could use, really, should we use the non-stick for it? Probably. This way, I'm thinking. This way I don't got to dirty another dish. Non-stick I'm going to use for eggs in the morning anyway, so what the fuck? Let's pull it out. Let's just cook it right in here. Usually I would not cook a sauce in a non-stick pan, but this is the future. We're here. So, I already have my non-stick utensil out. We're ready to go in that, so that's good. So, let's think. We're going to use this fresh ground beef. We're going to use the cold, already cooked, all the way through, chuck roast. Don't you dare bark. I see you. We're going to use that chuck roast. And all that really needs to do is just sit and kind of shred apart. The flavor's already there. It's already cooked through. And then the mushrooms, too. So what we want to do is probably cook these onions and garlic. If I had a carrot, I would throw a carrot in here. Like I said, this is like a fake bolognese sauce. I don't think I have a carrot. I'm running pretty low on things here. No carrot. I got beets though, and radishes. No carrot. It's okay. So a little olive oil in this pan. This is not a good pan to make a sauce, but we're gonna do it. Little oil in the pan. And let's get the let's just put the beef right in there. So again, we just want this beef to be a textural thing. And right now what we want to do is pull some of the fat out. I would add this later. If this was like something where I wanted to fall apart and kind of not have any crisp on it, but for what we're doing here, we want to actually pull out the flavor of the fat and cook in that fat. Salt it, we can pepper this. And then just break it up. This is not the best pan to do this. I immediately regret using this pan. I should have used the other pan to make the sauce, but this probably looks better, so we'll just deal with it. We're not going to be making any fond in the pan anyway, so it's okay. So we just want to cook this down. This beef's going to cook pretty rapidly. And when it's about halfway through, add those onions and them garlic. Now here's the sauce where you can start adding some of your Italian seasoning. You got some Italian seasoning in a jar? Cool. Good time to add it. Because we're already creating like a fake, sauce here. Hey, thanks for following, Fruit Stylers. You're fucking real cool. We're already making an abomination of a sauce here, so I'm okay with adding a whole bunch of dried herbs here. This is a leftover fridge sauce, fake faux bolognese vibe. So, you want to add some crazy shit to it, go for it. It's on you, bro. Again, this is heating up nicely as we see. So this is at the point it's just starting to steam tomato sauce. Now is when I want to start adding my basil. So the Chicken Whole Foods says this is the good basil. She actually saw me highly selecting, looking through the basils and being very disappointed and asked me what was wrong. And I told her basil selection today stinks. And it just so happened she was stocking the shelves with the boxes of basil, and she said, try this stuff, it's good. And lo and behold, it's definitely what I was looking for. Larger leaves, beautiful smell. This smells amazing. This really is the goods. Where's this from? Gotham Greens. Thanks, New York. You really do good work. So let's, what I like, if I had like the whole basil plant like I usually would. What am I drinking? Welcome to the program. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Aglianico del Votore. It's a 100% Aglianico grape, which is delicious, from down near the boot in Vulcano, Italia. Down near the boot. So when I add basil to my sauce, like I said, I want the pieces with the most stem. Why? Because I don't want to get rid of the stem. I want to use the stem. Stem's got a lot of flavor, and the sauce is going to extract that. So all the smaller leaves, the more delicate leaves, I'm just going to pull off and save for garnish and stuff. But you still want some leaf. Let's not be stingy here. Let's add this. Like, I'm not going to, like, really, once you're done making the sauce, having a Heineken? All right. Heinekens are good. Have you tried the Heineken Zero? I don't know why anyone would want that, but I was interested in trying it to see if it had flavor. In any event, the basil, I like to just add straight whole to the sauce. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I like to go whole into the sauce like that, and then I just let it cook, and it cooks down, and it's beautiful, and I leave it in there. This is looking nice. I'm not mad at this. This ground beef, onion, garlic situation. How's my, I want just a normal beer too. We're drinking some red wine tonight though, because it's Italian night. We're making a red sauce, we're making a salad, we're making ensalada, we're making a pasta, we're making a salad. So we drink wine and have goofy Italian music on in the background. So this basil is good. Gotham Greens represent. Eat another olive. So, like I said, we're gonna make a Caesar salad. And what you need for a Caesar salad is croutons. I got this loaf of bread here. I'm gonna take the ends and we're just gonna make croutons out of it. Very simple process. Think about the shape of the crouton you want, because all you're gonna do, and croutons are really glorified toast. Let's be honest. Sorry, let's add this. Let's add these mushrooms to this sauce over here, and then we'll get the beef in there. At this point, this is when you would look through your fridge and see what else you have that you can add. I'm pretty sure I did that already. This is what we're working with. This faux bolognese. Just get that incorporated a little bit. You can see this basil's cooking down into the sauce real nice. Smelling real nice in here. What a beautiful green on that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit on the rear and I'm gonna cover it. But now I want it to actually like cook a bit, you know what I mean? From Jersey, brother. New Jersey. And how about yourself? Where are you from? Like I said, we're gonna cut these croutons up. Just think about the size you want at the end of the day. And make it a reality using your knife. New York? Yeah, that's close to New Jersey. Near Amsterdam. Oh, so you're drinking that good Heineken is what you're trying to say. You're trying to be covert and say I'm drinking that good Heineken. You know, they say the Heineken that you get here in the States is quite different than the Heineken you boys get over there in the Amsterdam. I don't know if that's true. I want to say it's true. I know people who've been to Amsterdam and they say the Heineken drink's a lot better over there. Nice. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the fact that they have a Heineken factory in America where they make a different Heineken for bad American palates, I'm guessing. I guess my audio's good, I was gonna say. Same with the weed. I don't know, we got some pretty crazy weed out here in the States now, man. Used to be Amsterdam was the place to go for all the good weed, but the United States is pretty crazy with the weed these days, I must say. Alright, so we're gonna make these croutons real quick. I want them to be garlicky as fuck. Hey buddy, you came back. Say hello to everybody. My dog's here. He's scared. He wants to go outside, it's raining. Come on in, bud, say hi. No? Okay. So we got a beefy mushroom situation going on here. Let's throw in the already cooked chuck roast. Just to warm that through. And then, you know, what this really needs is just a little liquid to start like loosening it all up. Because it's a lot of solid, there's a lot of flavors in there, but it needs to break up. Audio's really good, excellent, thank you. I was using the lav mic and it was getting sketchy last week, so I got the room mic on now. Glad it sounds good. I made garlic oil. Sorry you're hungry. I made garlic oil last time. Were you here? You missed it. I will do it again though. By popular demand. What I'm gonna do, so that, I don't know if you caught it all, that's leftover chuck roast, some beef, and I'm gonna actually add some of this red wine to it. Only because I need a liquid and it's right here. As a matter of fact, I got olive juice. We're gonna add a little of this brine. Why? Because it's salty, it's delicious, and it's gonna add a nice depth of flavor. How long have I been cooking in my kitchen with cameras set up for you? About 53 minutes. Now, I've been doing this for a couple weeks now. I just started, really. Every week I try to do a little something different with the cameras and make it work. Trying to see, you know, how you do this and get paid. So we're working on it. I gotta cook either way, so why not put on the cameras and talk to somebody? You know what I mean? I'm glad you like it, dude. Thank you. So this is cooking here. Again, we got the already cooked. You could just eat this right now. It doesn't look very appetizing, but you could absolutely eat this right now. What I'm going to do is put a scoop of this red sauce back here, which is not ready yet fully, but it's, you know, it's something. Actually, I'm gonna try it first. I'm gonna get in there and try it out, see what it needs. I know it's gonna need salt, but let's see how it is. So garlicky and delicious. Good amount of spice. Only a little salt. Really doesn't need that much salt. Ooh, that's really good. I'm gonna put a tiniest pinch of baking soda in there. Whoa, that was too much. That's just gonna counteract the acid that's in there. That was too much. It only needed a pinch, but that's okay. Yeah, wow, that's really delicious. I am not mad at that whatsoever. All right, let's try that again. Oh yeah, feel like. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and pour it right in here, just so we can get that kind of flavor vibe in there. Once that's in there, just give this a little stir. So this is a wine tomato beef sauce. I mean, that might as well be bolognese. In some kitchens and some restaurants, they would serve that to you. They absolutely tell you it's a bolognese. I would not. That would be a bold-faced lie. That is just some kind of fucking weird meat sauce with mushrooms in it, but it's okay. Let's get back to these carrots. Carrots, croutons, what the fuck? Get your shit together, brother. Let's use the bigger one. So we got a pan here that's burnt from when I stuck it in the fireplace the other night. You want to take your 2B croutons and just oil them up so they're wet, oily, delicious. And then you just season them and then you toast them. But you toast them up. Drop piece. Who's this for? Come here, bud. It's for you. Come here, bud. It's for you. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Come here. Come here. He doesn't want to walk past the cameras. Bottom boy, it's for you. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Get it. He'll come and get it. There's all wires here and he doesn't like walking past it. Daytime profession. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of cooking. I do a lot of different things. Salt. And most importantly, granulated garlic. Copious amounts of granulated garlic. Almost too much. I want the most garlicky croutons the world has ever seen. And just give it a toss. Thingsies. Yeah, we just give this a toss here. These are garlicky. Super garlicky. Did I salt them? A little bit more salt. Pepper ain't gonna hurt nobody. If you want these to be colorful and nice, you could make them. You could give them a little paprika hit and they'll be red. I'm gonna spray this pan down with a little bit of extra oil so they don't stick. And you just don't want them to be clumped up next to each other. We can see this, right? You just don't want them to be clumped up. You want them to be all individual, you know? So they toast. And toasty toast, nicey nice. I like a mix of big ones and small ones, so there's some crispy, there's some chewy. That's how I like it. You do you. You want a bunch of tiny little baby ones, you could do that too. Alright, that looks good. Hey buddy boy, come here. Come here, good boy. Come here, come here. Come here. Oh boy, come here. Come get it. Come here, good boy. Come here. Alright, you can go get it on your own time, okay? Go ahead, bud. So you take these, I'm gonna put it in a 400-degree oven. And just let them go. Go ahead, bud, you can have it. Look how scared he is. Bottle boy's camera shy. Go ahead, dude. Get in there. It's right there. It's a piece of bread. You're gonna love it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna get you something special. Come here. Come here, bud. Just to get you on camera. Come here. Come here. You know what this is. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Sit. 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 Good boy. That. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, he thinks I'm nuts, for sure. Usually when we hang out, I'm not talking this much around him. I'm talking to him, not around him. He's very confused. But he's enjoying that piece of bread right now. Oh, goes back! Come here, bro. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Now you gotta come over here. Come over here. Come. Come. Good boy. Come here. That's for you. You wanna get it? Don't look at me like that. Come on. Come here. Come here. Sit. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Alright, now I gotta wash the dog off my hands. No, he doesn't. I mean, he'll come anywhere. He walks around this house all day long, but now that there's cameras and lighting and computers around, he won't do it. Alright, I'll do that. I'm gonna put a piece over here, see if he comes. Oh boy, it's for you. It's for you. It's right there for you, okay? That's for you, bud. You go get that on your own time, okay? I gotta cook. I gotta cook for the people. So this sauce, right now, if I was making spaghetti right now, I would just call this over. Hey, Mike D'Annery, look at this guy. What's up, buddy? Now the pressure's on. The real, actual chefs are here. Mikey D's in the house. Mikey D, we're making leftover refrigerator faux bolognese. And then just red sauce in the back. Straight up normie red sauce. And then what else? Oh, I got croutons going. 10 minutes. Forgot. About 8. So, I learned a long time ago, you do a little pinch of baking soda in the tomato sauce, and it offsets the acid. These tomatoes I got are super acidic. It's very acidic. A little pinch offsets the acid. If I had more time, I'd throw some, carrots or something in there to be sweet, but I'm just doing a basic tomato sauce, a pinch of baking soda. It works really well. An old Italian pizza master showed me that, and I stuck with it. I don't know why. It's just, it's where I ended up. These are the things I've learned. I don't always do it. Tomatoes aren't always that brutal. Those are. Now, let's make something pretty and something I can eat while I do this, because I'm hungry now. Messed up enough thing. So, the other day, I have some really nice, Whole Foods had these heirloom tomatoes from, let's see, says they're from Maine, although the sign said Mexico, so now I don't know what to believe. But in any event, they look good. They're probably not going to be that great, let's be honest. But we're going to eat them. We're going to probably eat one of these. We're not going to eat 2 of these. This one has sticky shit on the bottom. And maybe we'll eat that one. We'll save this one. We'll rinse this guy off. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was at a cooking class type thing the other day called Hungry Pop. And they showed people how to make mozzarella and pasta. It's a friend's thing, and a friend invited me there. It was exciting and nice to meet those people. But they made fresh mozzarella, and they give you something to go home with, and that's what this is. And I'm gonna eat some of it now. Oh, did he go for it? No, he's going for it. So I put a piece of turkey on the floor in the back for ciabatta, but he's afraid to come in on camera. So I'm just gonna make a little caprese plate kind. Let's try this mousse. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. The guy says he doesn't salt his mousse, and I definitely taste it. But it's okay, I'm not mad at it. He's a purist, I respect that. Oh, it's because I have, this stream goes to both YouTube and Twitch, and then I have the chats crossed, so people from YouTube can talk to Twitch people. So you guys can communicate together, you see? See how that works? Yeah. Unsalted mozzarella. I don't know about that. Bada, what do you think about that? Look at my co-host. Yeah, the YouTube link is rebelvisiontv.com. It'll bring you right to YouTube. I'll type it in here for you, because I can do that. That should bring you right to the YouTube link. Because I take one stream and I just send it to both. I don't know what's better. I'm not a Twitch expert, nor am I a YouTube expert. But I am technology gifted, so I figured out a way to stream to both at the same time, and then I could do this and see which one makes more sense, and then we're good to go. I really don't even know what's going on here with this, but it's looking nice. Truly a fridge clearing sauce. I wish I had a carrot in here. It's really begging for a carrot, but it's all right. It's looking good. Put that on low. This sauce in the back, like I said, if I was making spaghetti or something right now, this is ready to go. I would use that. So I'm just gonna put that on a bare simmer and just let it kind of do its thing. And then, I can't wait to show Mike this Mott's needs salt, dude. I agree. That dude, he's a cheese guy. He knew how to make cheese, and he did a very good job at it. Talk about purists. He was all about he likes to salt his mozz brine, not the cheese itself. Maybe there's something to be said there. That's something to be said is not to me. I am not making my own pasta. However, I do have some homemade pasta from that class I went to in the fridge. What I'm probably going to eat this meat sauce with, to be honest with you, on the grounds of leftovers. I have some leftover polenta here, and it's looking nice, so what I'll probably do is cut a slab of this off, crisp it up, and eat it over that. Why not do it live? Let's go. You want live what? Pasta? You want me to boil up some pasta and eat it? I was gonna make polenta. Hey, polenta. You're not the only person. A lot of people don't like polenta. I think people who don't like polenta haven't had good polenta. Let me be honest with you. I feel like you probably ate garbage polenta somewhere. You're eating some diner polenta or something. Well, I'm not gonna roll out pasta dough, but I will make the fresh pasta that I have here. If that's what the people want, that's what I'll do. So this is the fresh pasta I made. Or someone, I don't know, they gave you boxes. I don't know who made what. These are some tortelliones, and then they give you a little pinch of what appears to be fettuccine. This isn't enough pasta for one man to eat. You know, this is a baby. Number one, the tortellinis are sticking, so that's atrocious. That's a sin. And it's sticking to the fettuccine, which is atrocious. Like, what is this? Like, that's enough. That's like barely a. That's barely a sample here. I'm not gonna make a new batch of flour. I'm just not ready for that. I'm not getting my flour, my eggs. We can make pasta on the show, just not. Today's not the day. Today's a sauce day and clearing out my fridge day. Sorry. I'll do a pasta making day though. I'm down with that. I'll make a pasta demo day. So this thing's just gonna cook down to eternity. And what I'm gonna do is, I don't even want to boil the water to eat this. Like, this is nothing. What am I gonna do with that? That's literally 2 bites of pasta. This is not enough. That's literally snack size. This is gonna be my lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna cook up this pasta with the leftover sauce, and I'm gonna eat that tomorrow. You've seen water boil. I don't need to show you people how to do that. If you need a water boiling episode, can't wait. We'll do that. That'll be fun. Mike, why don't you come on over? Mike, you could come make a pasta. I'm gonna take this tomato, just grossly out of season, and just cut it real nice and stick it on the plate. I'm gonna make it look pretty so I can take a picture and put it on Instagram, and then I'm gonna eat it while I talk about how to sear the polenta I have over there. This is a pretty looking tomato, at least. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad for February. Not gonna lie, it looks like a peach. Nolans! Oh. Did we burn the croutons? No, we did not. Ah, beautiful. So our croutons are looking good, I think. We can see it there. Are you in New Orleans right now, Mike? Mardi Gras, baby. Oh, these croutons are good. Could have added more salt, but they're good. So let's just keep these over here. Let's eat another olive. Oh, let's dress this salad. This is great. You guys become friends. I'm gonna dress this salad with a little salt. I'm gonna get that good olive oil. I don't know if you ever had this olive oil. I never did. Mikey, did you ever see this olive oil before? The Frankie's 457. I was reluctant to buy it. I picked it up the other day at the Whole Foods, and I gotta say, it's pretty goddamn delicious. Wasn't cheap, but it's very tasty. And let's do a little pinch of this uber old, extra ancient balsamico. Just a little bit. Listen to that super Italian song in the back. Let's go on these basil leaves. Ah, that's a beaut. And now let's take some pictures so we can whore it on the internet. Not a great picture. Let's try it again. Not great lighting in the kitchen. Sell the wine in the background. Sell the sizzle, baby. Not a great picture, but I'm not trying to play picture games right now. Honestly, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat that. So while I pick at that, salt makes cheese better. Sorry, anyone who disagrees. That olive oil is fucking ridiculous. Good lord. Make it pretty, then mush it all up on the plate. Real nice. Okay. So, yeah. This, I'm just gonna smash this down. I think we can see this, right? I'm just gonna smash down these bigger bits so the sauce is like an even consistency. Even-ish consistency. Chunks of mushrooms in here looking nice. Beef's looking nice. Should give this a try, probably. Make sure it actually is tasting good. Might need something, might not. Come on! Oh yeah. That's delicious. That's delicious. We'll put another little scoop of the tomato in there. Let that cook down. That red wine, that's how you use red wine. You concentrate it hard in a little bit of something instead of using it a little bit in a huge batch. It's got a nice red wine profile to it. Really delicious. What that does need, and I hope I have some. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna make a salad too. This is for the polenta. That is the polenta. It definitely needs some, yes, some celery, some freshness. I have dill in there. I have a lot of dill in there, but you know what? I just don't think dill is gonna go with that sauce. Sorry. I put dill and asparagus the other day and it came out really good, but I just don't think it's gonna go with red wine and dill, red wine, mushrooms. It just doesn't sound right. I want to clear my fridge out as much as the next guy, but I don't think that's a delicious move. So I'm cutting up the whole stem and everything here. Really small. And then I'm just gonna throw that in. Because this isn't like a garnish just to make it green, which it will do. I want that flavor in there. I want that to cook through. And honestly, I could kill the heat on this. Because that's like the texture of this is beautiful. It's gonna continue to cook down a little bit with the residual heat. It's salted nice, it's peppered nice. Real nice like. Okay? That's going in the back. Polenta now. Oh, I got two things to do next. Alright, so check this out. Here's what we're doing next. So, a friend of mine is keto, or doesn't eat bread, or whatever that. Speaking of, we're gonna eat some bread. Whatever that, whatever it is that people do today. You know, where you're trying to not die, and you don't eat bread. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So what do you eat? I'm like, oh, I eat all the cheese and all the bacon. Oh, okay. All right, cheese and bacon. Great. Sorry, I'm chewing. And then they had a cauliflower pizza crust, which I thought was interesting. And then I saw cauliflower pizza crust somewhere else, and I saw it somewhere else. And I realized a lot of places are doing cauliflower pizza crust, and I really don't get it. So I've tried it at a few places, and I didn't think it was good in the name of trying it, because diet people seem to love it. and I'm intrigued by the concept of it, and it just doesn't. The ones I've had weren't good. I did have one that it wasn't good in the name of pizza, but it was. I'll tell you what it reminded me. It was I think it was the Whole Foods brand frozen cauliflower pizza, and it's made of nothing but rice, cauliflower, all of the cheese, and I think there's eggs in it. It's just a fucking shitload of cheese and cauliflower. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me how that is considered healthy. Like, I'd rather just eat a bunch of cheese and cauliflower. But I get it. You're trying to not eat certain things, and that makes you feel righteous and better about your life. Cool, dude. So, you know, you talk to these people, it's like, I don't eat bread, but I eat meat, I eat cheese, I eat all these things. Like, okay. And then I was at an obnoxious Italian restaurant one night, and they have the chicken parm pizza, where they put, you know, they pound out a chicken parm and make it into a pizza and cut it into slices. And I was like, well, that is in the vein of this keto shit that cauliflower pizza people could eat. But they can't eat it because it's breaded, parmed up chicken parm, and it was delicious, because chicken parm is fucking delicious, and you should eat chicken parm. There's nothing wrong with eating chicken parm. But I took it to the next step because I was cooking for somebody who does not like pork sausage, but they do like chicken sausage. So what I decided to do was make a pizza, using that term very loosely. Don't you dare bark. Don't you dare bark, Ciabatta. I'm watching you. It's raining still. I had to look. So what I did was make a pizza, using that term very loosely, a pizza out of chicken sausage. And the reason I use chicken sausage is, one, because it was pretty cheap at the store, and two, it's already seasoned, ready to go, and I know like a big sausage patty, the texture of that is good. So after doing it a couple times, and I'm still experimenting with it, because one, I guess it's healthier. Like, yeah, I'd rather eat a pizza right now, but I'm not gonna eat a whole pizza tonight. That's just not gonna happen. Trying to keep my figure, trying to stay alive. I'll grab a chicken sausage, it's sweet. I'll grab a chicken sausage, it's hot. And I only grabbed these because they were on sale, to be honest with you. Otherwise I wouldn't have these. And then I grab a pack of ground chicken. Thighs, if you can get it. Breasts generally cost more. You pay more and you get no flavor. So why bother? You can use all sausage, and that's much easier. But the reason I like to do this is because I'm getting a little bit of the sausage base. I know that has a lot of the bigger, coarse chunks of fat in it that I like. So that's gonna texturally be more like a sausage patty. And then cutting it with the pound or so of ground chicken thigh is gonna give me more mass for the pizza layer to make it more like a pizza. And then you just season it aggressively as if it's a sausage, really. So I like to go fennel heavy, then throw some of the good oregano in there, and just go heavy on the seasoning. It's fine, because it's gonna be, number one, if you're feeding this to someone who doesn't eat bread, they're gonna fucking love it, because their fucking heads are gonna explode from how good it is. That's one. And two, where's my anise? Two, and my fennel. Where's my fennel seeds? Two, fennel. There you are. Two, it can take it. You know, it can. Essentially, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add some cheese to this. It's not gonna be a cheese bomb like the cauliflower pie is, because we're gonna add cheese on top. We don't want to put it in with that. It's just gonna get melty and gross. And no one wants that. Salt for sure, and then red pepper, and you know, whatever you got. Whoa, whatever you got as far as seasoning goes, throw that shit in there. Italian seasoning. What's this? Herbs of Italy? Yep, that's what we want. Generic seasoning on top of all the shit we just added. And then we're gonna get in there. I'm gonna throw an egg in there, almost like a meatball as a binder, and a little bit of cheese. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of pecorino romano, just a little. We don't want it as a binder, we just want it as a flavoring agent, really. Get some wine in you. And then you're gonna crack an egg up in that bitch. I don't have any. There, there's got eggs right here. Fresh eggs from the chickens today. Thank you, chickens. Let's clean that off first. Cracky crack. Look at that beautiful yolk. Good Lord. Gorgeous. And then you put on one of these gloves, and I think Mike left here last time. Oh, dude, Pecorino is fucking good. You put on one of these gloves that may or may not be Mike's from last time he was here. And you just mash like you're making meatballs. But then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get out your something that's the shape of your pan. So I use that cast iron pan that's over there. I find that crusts it up really nicely. Chickens are doing great, dude. They lay me about 3-4 eggs every day, and they're delicious, and they're happy. Ciabatta protects them all day. I see you, buddy. How you doing? You all right? He wants to go outside so badly. So you just mix all this to make, you know, like a meatball mix, but without breadcrumbs. So all your carb-free friends can eat this shit and not cry. And it's tasty, because essentially what it is just a big fucking sausage. You're just making a big, you know, you're making a big sausage. But it's tricky, because you want it to be in the shape of pizza, because you don't want to tell your stupid non-food loving friends that here's your carb-free chicken pizza, and it comes out like a fucking flatbread. That's not what we want. Shut up. So I take this pizza dish, which kind of fits kind of nicely right in that cast iron, and what I'll do is I'll wrap this in paper towel, plastic wrap rather. So you wrap that in plastic wrap, and now this is essentially the diameter of your cast iron. If you don't have some kind of pan that fits perfectly in your cast iron or some other pot of yours, get your shit right and get one. This is not time to fuck around. If you try to make this big on a plate and scoop it in there, you're gonna look like an asshole and it's not gonna work. So fucking spend the $4, get the proper equipment, and don't fuck around. Spray a little oil on it, because think ahead. You're gonna make a sausage patty the size of a fucking pizza on here, and then you're gonna try to flip it into a hot pan, and it's gonna fucking go all over. And then the last thing you want it to do is stick. So get your plastic, keep it sticky. Hey, dude, it's still raining. I'm sorry. You were outside when it wasn't. You're in now. I said you can go in the garage. You don't want to go. I don't know what to tell you. So now you take your weird chicken, egg, sausage, chicken meatball type mixture. This is pretty wet, more wet than usual, but it's gonna be all right. And then you kind of roll it out thin, kind of as thin as possible. You want it to hold a shape. You want it to be a circle, so you could say, hey, it's pizza, hey. And again, this is really just ground up chicken. The chicken sausage from the store is essentially thighs and dark meat chicken that that pedestrians don't want to buy in the store. Then they grind it up with seasoning, and that's good as it is. And then I cut that with the ground chicken thigh, because I like the texture of the two together. I think it works out really well. Otherwise, you're just getting one big sausage patty, which also is nothing to complain about. Also delicious. So you're not going to get like a lip. You're not going to get like a crust. Like whatever you got, bro, you can bring it over. That tortilla warmer gets used at least twice a week, just so you know. That's how many tacos get eaten here. So again, you want to make this weird thing and kind of, I don't want to call this a pizza, but it kind, that's the bit here. The bit we're doing is this is a pizza. Now, what I usually do, and I didn't do here because I'm selling it as I'm telling you it's some kind of fucking keto health thing, is I would put some breadcrumb in here. A pinch of breadcrumb will keep this together real nice. And I did not. And I feel like a fool now, and I'm not going to undo it because we already made the slice, and fuck it, we're going to see how it is. I usually put a little breadcrumb in there because that does bind it together a lot better, and it makes for a better product at the end. But let's see how it comes without it, if we could actually bring this on the street to some real deal vegans, or not vegans, vegan would certainly not like that. Some real deal keto heads. What the fuck you call these people? So the process for this is such. You heat up the pan, you get it nice and ripping hot, and you want to cook it, you flip it in there, you go quick and hard. Usually I use this other pan, and I may still actually. Nah, that's too, nah, we're gonna go with that one. Do I have a bigger one? Maybe this is the one I want to use? Oh god, everything's falling. Is this the one? We probably want to use this one. This guy is going to be too small and get like weird. Like the crust part is going to like fold in on itself in that pan. Let's use the big boy. Let's be safe. Yes, the glutards. Yeah, the sausage crust is more respectable. Cauliflower crust is very strange. Again, that Whole Foods one, I don't know if I finished this sentence. The Whole Foods frozen cauliflower crust. I made it, sauced it, cheesed it. It tastes like thin crust Domino's pizza. So if you like that, and I guess you're trying, I don't think thin crust Domino's pizza has any carbs in it because it's like a cracker. It tastes like a bad cracker. So, you know, if that makes you feel good about your life, you know, more power to you, dude. Glutards. I like glutards, it's pretty good. That was good. You know what we should do? Let's think ahead. Let's sear off the polenta in this pan first so we can get it oily, and then we'll throw the chicken in that so we don't gotta do it the other way. Man, you're so smart. So this chicken's over here. This should probably be in the fridge, staying cold. Because the warmer this gets, the more away from itself it's gonna want to be. So let's cut up a piece of this polenta that I made last week. Yes, I've eaten Domino's. I don't eat Domino's on the regular, but I've had Domino's. I think the last time I had Domino's is when I had the flu. I had Domino's because it's like all like I needed like hospital food. Look at that slab of polenta. Who said they don't like polenta? What's wrong with people? What the hell's wrong with you, dude? Is he still here? So, let's cut the end here. Can you eat this, ciabatta? You can. You can eat this. Come here, bub. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Come here. Come here. You don't want this? That's for you. You got it later. You gotta cross the threshold, though. All right, come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here you go. Oh, he sees I'm fucking with him. There you go, bud. You can have that. I kept leaning forward. He's like, no, 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 no. Don't fuck with me. So let's cut a nice piece of polenta. Square off. This is a very simple, delicious polenta I made last week. Let's make it look prettier. Not smoking yet? That's really good. I gotta say, that's some goddamn good polenta. I'll sear up 2 pieces. Oh, ciabatta, you're back. It looks like you enjoyed that polenta slice. Would you like another? Here you go, bud. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Come here. Come on. If you don't come here, you can't have it. I can have it. You can. The beautiful thing about making a big batch of hot polenta is it's delicious when it's hot, and then when you put it cold, you pour it in here, you put it in the fridge, and you just slice off pieces and do what we're about to do. That's fucking beautiful and delicious. This pan's searing, raging hot. Throw some Earl up in there. This is gonna be a little smoky, but it's alright. And we're just gonna take these 2 pieces of polenta that are beautiful. And they're fully seasoned already. I don't think they need anything. Just gonna go straight up in there, sear them off, make them nice, and then we'll pull it out, and that'll be ready to go. The oven can keep it warm because we're gonna have the broiler on for the what do you call it? Later, buddy. Love you too, dude. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Say hello to the wife. So this is searing off. We're making our pan nice and oily, which is what we want. because we need our pan to be non-stick for that chicken bit that's going in there. So the polenta's already cooked, we're just making it nice. I'm gonna heat up this sauce over here. And we're gonna make a little plate. Let's finish up this, and we'll put it right on this plate. Mukbanging. That's what this is called, right? I learned last week when you eat and stream, it's like mukbang. I think it's called. I don't know. All right. We don't want to burn these. Probably want a fish factor for this. Jesus Christ. Don't dip your watery hands in there. Could sear it a little bit more. So any questions, just let me know. I'm here, now. Making dinner. That was delicious. That was really goddamn good. Rinse that off. Clean that plate. And then we'll plate the polenta on here. And take pictures of that. That worked out real nice. So again, we're just searing off the polenta, heating it through, and we'll plate it up and make it look as pretty as possible with what we have here. Hey, shh. I know you want to go outside, buddy, but it's raining. Today's not the day. I hate cooking things with this much oil on my stove. Even this small amount, it just pisses me off to no end. I feel like everything gets covered in oil and it's fucking annoying. I hate it. I mean, I'm definitely butchering the fuck out of this searing process. Not doing the best of jobs. That's a little crispy here, though. Don't even try to eat that. What would you do that for? So again, our broiler's on. Oh boy, I love you, but it's, you know, it's still pouring rain out, dude. I'm sorry. It's getting smoky in my house. I'm pretty sure the fire alarms are gonna go off soon. Which tells me, this is too hot and it's time to stop fucking with the polenta. I think we're good on the fucking polenta. Evac polenta. Evac the polenta. Very important to get the polenta out of the pan before your fucking fire alarms go off. You know what I mean? Who fucking, that guy's not here no more that said he didn't like polenta? What's wrong with you, dude? You fucking crazy, bro? My lady said she didn't like polenta once. Then you know what happened? She ate polenta and goes, oh, that's really fucking good. Well, yeah. Of course I fucking made it. You think I'm gonna give you shit? So this pan is ripping fucking hot right now. Let's stay on top of it so it doesn't burn my house down. So the pan's hot and oiled. Let's not forget. We have our chicken pizza ready to go. So this requires confidence. This requires execution. This requires logistics. This requires confidence. What you need to do is go hard and fast into the pan with it and then rip off the plastic so the plastic doesn't cook. Is there a better method? Probably. Do I know it? No. I'm a pioneer in the fucking chicken sausage pizza arts. So we're gonna do it fast, hard, and hope it works out. Let's get rid of this polenta crumbs that are in here. That's not gonna add anything delicious. And again, you wanna go hard, fast, quick, and not fuck up your pizza. Be confident in your movement, be confident in your movement, be confident in your movement. Get your angle of attack down. I'm trying to think if I want to go this way or this way. I think I want to go this way. I'm right-handed. I'm a righty. I want to have a hand on this, but I don't want to move that. I want that to be where it is. And you just want to get ready to go. You want to get ready, and then execute. And then pull it off real quick and hope for the best. Ah, yeah! Look at that. And then, if you got the balls, give it another pinch. Flatten it out when it gets in there. Make it a little bit more of a piece. Look at that! It happened! Yeah! Now let's just hope it doesn't fall apart in the not having bread department. So now you wash the chicken off your hands, and then you get ready. What does that mean? You get your broiler on. Your broiler needs to be on and hot because that's how we're going to blast the cheese on here. All right? We want this to cook about 60-70% of the way on one side, then we're going to flip it over. And then we're going to add the fresh sauce we just made right on top, some of the shreddy moots right on top, and it's going to be beautiful, Clark. In the meantime, let's plate up this polenta dish and see how it looks. We can go a little on the bottom, stack the polenta. Is it going to stack? It's really like loosey-goosey. Probably not. I should have garnished with that. I'll try. Let's put a little on the plate. This looks like a beef bourguignon. That's what it looks like. All right. Still that fan. We don't need the fan no more. Let's put this sad piece of polenta down that's already ripped. And then we'll cover that with more meat and more polenta. Yeah, that's good. Okay, a little bit more. Essentially covering up the ugly pieces of that polenta. Remember, less is more. Height is your friend when plating. When palating. And we're gonna take this other piece, that'll look real nice. Okay. Do we want to hit that with tomato sauce to like make it look a little prettier? Because it looks pretty brown. That might not work. This might look weird, but let's go for it. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie. That's brings a fucking tear to my heart. That's goddamn beautiful. We're gonna hit that with a little bit of that pecorino romano. And then of course, since it's here, a couple bits of that basil. Look at that! That's leftovers, bitch. That's leftovers. That's leftovers. That's leftovers! I'm not mad at that. Shill, shill, shill. Man, I really feel authentic because of the fake Italian music that's on in the background. Hot in here. All right, so we got our pictures. I showed all of you. I hoarded on the Instagram. I'm going to show you one more time. But we're just going to leave it here for now. And we're going to need another olive. And we're going to go check on our sausage. Look at what it's doing. Can you see what it's doing? Can you see how all of the juices from the chicken are pooling to the top? And even the cheese juice is pooling to the top? I don't know if you can. I'm gonna try to show it to you. So like, even that little bit of pecorino that I put in there, you can see is pooling on top of the chicken. See it? That's okay. Don't fear it. All right? What you wanna do is just peep your chicken. Make sure it's sticking together into one piece. It looks like it is. All right, we want a little browning on the bottom. It's definitely cooking on the bottom. I can see that. That's good. I had the heat very low, which is not what I normally would do. Normally I would have it on full blast so it crisps up and cooks hard and fast. I fucked up and did not do that. So we're gonna hit it with that heat now and then flip it. What do we need to flip it? A big ass spatula. This fucking bad boy. Then you play fucking hibachi. Don't do that. And then you eat some of this because you're hungry, and this isn't a fucking real show. We're just eating here. Fuck. Oh, that's really good. Oh boy, is that good. Holy shit. Wow, delicious. So again, back to our red sauce where we started. That's done. That's on super low. It's just keeping warm and chilling. You could cook that for another 2 hours and get the consistency really thick. I like keeping it thinner and then cooking it as I go. If I'm making a sauce, pasta, and I want it to be a little thicker, I'll cook it down in the pan first and then add a pasta to it and it's done. If I want it to be added in like a soup, like I need a tomato base, that's gonna work for it because it's thin enough right now. I like having the versatility. I don't like locking in a big batch of tomato sauce to be one thing. All right, so again, just like when we laid this bitch in this pan, you want to have the tools available to flip this properly. You want to grab it on both ends, and you don't want to ruin it. You want to go hard and fast. Get a good angle on it. It's gonna splash. It's okay. Flip it. Ah, you fucking broke it. Nah, no, you didn't. You saved it, bitch. You saved it. Keep your chickeny shit away from the non-chickeny shit. So that's good. So what we did was we cooked it about 60-70% of the way on the one side. You can see what it's looking like now. It's looking dry and nice on this side. So we can put it to low, or we can keep it on high now. It's fun. And the broiler is on high. This is where it gets fun. So now we're gonna sauce it and cheese it just like it's a pizza. All right? So like a normal American Neapolitan style pie. Oh, we sauce it a pizza. We sauce it a chicken. Ah, just like a nonna. You like heavy sauce? Go for it. You want to add other shit? I wouldn't, but you can. You're eating a fucking meat pizza as it is. Alright, that's like a little bit of sauce. Again, the sauce is going to concentrate down as it cooks. And then you get your handfuls of what would be mozzarella, but what this actually is queso baldamentera. It's actually Mexican quesadilla cheese because it's low moisture, and that's what I have. It's very similar to mozzarella. I would not use fresh mozzarella. Only use low moisture mozzarella for your pizza making endeavors at home. You and your oven are not ready for real mozzarella cooking. I promise you. I can tell you why. But the answer is moisture. The answer is moisture. Real fresh mozz like this is full of water and is delicious to eat in a salad with a tomato like I ate before. What it is not good for is melting it in an oven on pizza because it becomes a pool of water. I know that because I've done it many, many times. Now we kill this because the chicken's practically cooked. We crack that oven open. We got that broiler on high, and then we just slide this in. I keep it low from the broiler. It doesn't be right under the broiler. I give it some distance so I'm not rushed. And I'm gonna give that, I don't know, check it in 2 minutes to see what it looks like. I said I was gonna make a salad. But honestly, I might not. I'm gonna save that. I wasn't even gonna make this, and I made this. So, you know, it's a sub out. We subbed the salad for Valente meat. Unless someone calls up and asks for salad, we shan't be making salad. 843 Rebel TV. 843 Rebel TV. I kind of want salad now. Sorry, you don't have to call. If you want to call, you can. But now that I think about it, I want a little greens in my life. But I am going to cheat. I'm making a Caesar salad. And usually I can make my own Caesar dressing, which is delicious, and I love to do such a thing. But when one does not want to make a Caesar dressing, one man must reach for the Cardinis. Cardinis, Bala! That's the brand you want. That's the good Caesar. I think. It looks like they have a new packaging. I haven't tried the new packaging, but I'm assuming it's going to be fine. There's a lot of tips and pointers to make your salad banging and better than your normal bitch-ass salad. One, you want your bowl to be ice cold. That's going to help out your salad game. Two, your prepackaged dressing, don't use it, make your own dressing. But for the case of this, we're going to make believe I made this and move forward. All right. Let's drop the top, Tyson Fury the lid. Ooh, tasty, creamy, Caesar-y. I like to add a little dressing to the bottom of the bowl before I start building my salad. Why? Because when I throw all my shit in there and start tossing it, it's on the bottom and it's going to come up on the top instead of dousing the top. We're going to make a Caesar dressing. Caesar salad, rather. 2 minutes, check your pizza! That looks beautiful. You're going to fucking shit your pants when you see this. Look at that fucking thing. I'm just going to put it on the... Give this a quick... I think this has some raw chicken on it, so we're just going to clean it off real quick. And then we'll use it to put our pizza on. Aces high! Okay. So our broiler's still on. Our oven's still hot, rather. Let's let that dry off in the oven real quick. So like I said, we're making a Caesar salad, and we're going to make a Caesar salad for one. It's just me eating this evening. So you want to grab some handfuls of romaine lettuce and pick off all the bullshit. What you really want to do, if you have the time and the effort, is rinse off all of your leaves and soak them in ice water and pull them out so they are maximum crispy. But what I will do is trim off by hand the shungad parts. My chickens will eat them. And then for a Caesar, this looks like a good amount of romaine. I would normally double that, but we're going to use some Lattatino kale, also known as dinosaur kale. Because I like a kale Caesar. I like getting my greens in. I like to eat my greens. All right, so we're going to grab a couple handfuls of this. I mean, we don't want the stems, you know, so let's just... I'm sure you've seen this before. If you have not, here's your Lattatino kale. What you do is you just grab it by the stem, pull the stem through your fingers, and then you're left with just a stem. Don't get rid of the stems. Save the stems. They're delicious for a multitude of things, including chicken feed, chicken stock, vegetable stock, roasting, eating, cutting up, pickling, cutting up really small and cooking in with your eggs. The list goes on. Something else that's necessary in Caesar salads, and if you don't want this in your Caesar salad, you gotta beat it. Anchovies, all right? You want them anchovies. And I want them in my salad. I want them in my Caesar. It's part of the deal. All right, a couple left here. We're gonna throw 4 of them in there. It's gonna be a party. Now, what do we got here? We got some kale, which is gonna be hard and toothy, and then we have some romaine. Let's take care of this pizza first. Bother me. Let's take the pizza off the Yep, we ruined it, but it's okay. Fixed it. Not bad for structural integrity for not having any bread in it. I'm pretty impressive, man. Come on. Don't fuck with me on that? I don't think so. You best check yourself if you think that that's a foul. That's fucking real deal, bro. That's damn good. Oh god, that's heavy. Oh, also hot. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is take this kale, stack it up. I'm gonna shred it really, really thin because this is very chewy. It's raw Latino kale, dinosaur kale. And I just want to slice super thin. Ciabatta, I see you're watching me. You like kale? Yeah? Come here, buddy. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. There you go. You gotta have that polenta. What a good boy. So you shred this paper thin. Oh my god, my allergies are acting up. Good god. Okay, paper thin on the kale. Okay. And once you have that chopped up, right into the bowl. So fine shreds of paper thin kale. And what I would do normally is you can just rough chop this, which I'll do now. You can hand pinch it like a Frenchman would, but we're just gonna rough chop it because I'm lazy. All right. Most everything is in the bowl. Keep it clean. So we have our lettuce in here, our anchovies in here. Lest we not forget some of the croutons. We'll finish it with the croutons later. And no matter your dressing, I don't care what dressing, if you made it, I don't care your dressing if you bought it, I don't care if it came from Caesar himself, you gotta season that salad. You wanna season with salt. I like heavy pepper. And then, the secret to my Caesar success, I like putting fresh lemon zest for freshness to counterbalance that creamy, eggy dressing. And I like to hit it with just a little bit of lemon juice. Just a bit, not a lot. We're gonna toss this and see how it looks. Does it need more dressing? It may. I don't like an overdressed salad. I certainly don't like an underdressed salad either. Let's just toss this, see how it looks. See, since you have that base, that pinch of store-made Caesar in here already, the other thing this needs obviously is Pecorino Romano cheese. The other thing that, and some Parmigiano Reggiano. My train of thought just got shit on. Since you already have some store-bought dressing in here, we added some acid with that lemon. You could just add some delicious olive oil and this would probably be perfect. You know, you're not using all the dressing. You're just getting a little of that flavor and cutting it with almost like an olive oil vinaigrette kind of bottom. Could use a little bit more dressing. That's fine for me, but let's put a pinch on more. Bada boy, you want some of this polenta? Come here, bud. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get it, bud. Get it. Get it, polenta boy. Good boy. What a good polenta boy you are. Polenta good for dogs? Cornmeal, water? I mean, that's a little cornmeal water. I think I put a pinch of butter in there. I didn't even put cheese in there, to be honest with you. The key to the polenta, I should just make polenta one day. I'm not gonna tell you the fucking key, then you won't tune in and watch! Do I wanna plate this? I'm gonna eat out of the bowl, let's be honest. Not everything's for fucking Instagram, alright? Sometimes you make a salad in a fucking bowl that you made croutons in and it's covered in garlic and you just eat your fucking salad with a spoon out of it. Huh? Sometimes that happens and don't make you a bad person, alright? Yeah, really good. Yeah, I hate talking about what food tastes like. But the kale, with that crisp, fresh romaine. Really good combo. Super grassy, super earthy. With that in there. Let's get one of the croutons. Garlicky, delicious. That's fantastic. All right, what did we forget? Clean up a little bit. Clean up a little bit. We'll try a piece of this pizza. It's still hot as fuck. There's my... Let's cut up a slice of this weird chicken pizza thing. The other good thing about this is it keeps really well in the fridge. Keeps very well in the fridge, so when it's cold, you need that protein hit, dog. You can just get in there and eat it. Ooh, still hot. Siobhan, I know you want to eat that, but it's not for you. Cheesy. Just eat it right off the knife like a gentleman. It's really good. Too hot to even talk about, but very good. Come back and eat that when it's not mouth scaldingly hot. All right, so let's recap. What did we learn today? Not a lot, but what did I do today? I made red sauce for essentially the rest of the week and or weeks to come, because what I'm going to do with that is quart it up, put it in quart containers and freeze it. And freeze it and or leave it in the fridge. Put it in the fridge for, you know, I don't know what they say, but at least a couple weeks. As long as you reheat it up, make it boil, it'll be okay. But you put it in the freezer and you pull it out when you need it, it's perfect. I don't think we talked about these olives today. Siobhan, boy, come on. Castelvetrano olives are delicious. I highly recommend spending the extra money on the good olives. Even if you don't have it, it's worth it because, well, those shitty black olives in a can are really good too. But something about those Castelvetrano olives that are really delicious. Yeah, all right. Oignon in the fridge. That's gonna go away. I'm gonna pack that. The garlic will go away. I'll save the croutons in the bag later. This cheese can go in here. This parsley can go in here. Yeah. So now it's the part of the show where I'll finish eating this and I'll shut it down. So, let me get in here a little closer. Let me move this mic. Let's move this basil here. Sorry for the sniffles. So who's here? Is anyone here? No one's here. Why would everyone be here? I wouldn't watch me. Just gonna mukbang this, like the kids say, to my face. Polenta's really good. I highly recommend eating it. Whoever didn't like it before. I don't know, dude. Something wrong with you. So we made a batch of red sauce pretty quickly. Showed you didn't have to cook all day. We used a pinch of that in our leftover meat faux bolognese, which came out delicious. Made a chicken pizza. Carb, keto, whatever free. Nothing but meat and cheese. What else? We made this delicious Caesar salad, which isn't the greatest Caesar salad I've ever made, but it's working right now. What's that? Can we shut this down? Oh, I got an anchovy. Real nice. Forgot those were in here, little bombs. Okay. No missed frames. Wow, impressive. That's 2 hours, dog. In 2 hours, made a whole shitload of food. Thank you for joining. I'm going to shut this down. What do we got later in the week? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, I believe around 10:30, Civilized Coffee will be on this channel. Where Play Architect and myself drink coffee and play the game Civilizations, where we talk about game design, other topics, and coffee like a bunch of nerds. That's fun and exciting to catch up with my friend. Thursday night, we're going to do a Billy Vegas show live. I think around 10 o'clock Eastern. And then Friday is the Civilization 6 multiplayer game that starts at, I think, 7 or 8 o'clock. You got to check the post. Follow us on Instagram, Rebel Vision TV, Twitter, Rebel Vision TV, rebelvisiontv.com, twitchtv.com/rebelvisiontv, and I am Hack Chef at Hack Chef. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for being great. Join us next time while I multitask and set up the end of show thing. I'll put on the bad music. I'll try to fade it in. There we go. Cue the bad Italian music. And thank you for joining. Join us again next time.